ESOP impact on the company's culture. Question raised was, does your ESOP have an impact? And it was by a majority, 82% said yes, while only 18% said no. But I think, as we were talking before, it doesn't just create its own. You're going to have to make the time and effort and investment to make sure that that's created and takes place. It's definitely going to be key. But moving on to the other question, in this time of labor shortage, has your ability to offer employees an ESOP impacted employee retention? They're somewhat positive is kind of the response here at 55.7%. But yeah, I think a lot of that has to do, again, just to making sure that you understand it. And in many cases, that could be just a good educating process for the company and for the managers, that, to have the ability to speak about, hey, we're an ESOP and we provide X level of benefits, in which case we've seen, an ESOP sustainability analysis be a great platform to kind of create and help that level of education. Because unfortunately, there's certain cases in which we've encountered that the managers, quite frankly, don't know the benefits or how, kind of what they're expecting to provide on an annual basis, given kind of the policies that they have on hand.
Yeah, and it's interesting here, the last bullet speaks to the fact that 82% of the respondents provided ESOP education for their employees, which is then, 18% do not provide ESOP education. And that's roughly 10 plus of the respondents do not provide, at least based on this response, any form of ESOP education, which I think is a really missed opportunity. For any business, the value in the business is the employees. Yep. And the ESOP, there is strong data, research data by universities and other organizations that have been done, long-term studies about ESOPs and how they perform relative to their non-ESOP counterparts. And they typically are 2 to 3% more productive than their non-ESOP counterparts over a longer period of time. They typically deliver, up to 3 times or more retirement plan benefits. So there's a lot of positives to be coming about the ESOP, and that can be communicated to help create the ownership mindset, but really improve the culture, which, again, going back to my earlier comment, an improved culture should result in employees being more engaged, turning over less, and delivering more value, contributing in more ways. So I wouldn't miss an opportunity. If you're one of the respondents, you're on the call and you're not providing ESOP education, there's an opportunity to be able to take a look at that. I think with some level of commitment, you'll see improved results for the business.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a new ESOP too. I mean, we've seen instances that you've been an ESOP for some time, but you've re-energized
for sure.
The messaging and
stale, right?
Yeah,
it just kind
stale.
of gets stale, or you're doing the same old thing, or there's no new innovative thinking or energy around the ESOP, and it's just something that's been a bit taken for granted.
Yep.
I'd maybe try to find a new way to light a fire under it and see if you can create some more momentum around it, some more energy. I always think that's worth it.
And we've seen successful cases from that aspect. So don't feel that, hey, we've been in ESOP for some time, let's throw the towel in. That's certainly not the case. We've seen instances where you have the ability to turn things around.